A Target 11 investigation reveals risky big rigs on the roads, from bald tires to bad logbooks. We discovered hidden hazards that could put you in danger. Those problems have led to accidents, injuries, even deaths. Target 11 investigator Rick Earl went along with inspectors. He's here now tonight live in the studio with what those inspectors found. Rick?
Well, David, they found a number of violations while we were with them. Most of them were minor and the drivers sent on their way. But one was so bad the driver and the truck were pulled off the road. And we found out that happens more often than you may think.
When's the last time you inspected the roadside?
At the I-79 rest stop near Bridgeville, Public Utility Commission officers set up temporary shop.
Where are you coming from?
Pulling over trucks for inspections.
Man, if I see your driver's license, your medical card, registration for the truck and trailer.
The officers here will go over this truck with a fine-tooth comb. They'll start here in the front of the truck underneath the hood, visually inspect the engine and a number of other components. Then they'll take a very close look at the brakes.
Be it the brakes being out of adjustment, chafed hoses, just brake systems in general, air leaks.
During the past 2 years, officers have inspected more than 14,000 big rigs across the state, uncovering more than 20,000 violations. Violations so bad on more than 2,500 trucks, they were immediately pulled off the road. That's nearly 2 out of every 10 trucks put out of service. On the day we went with inspectors, they find one brake out of adjustment on this truck. They issue a warning that gives him 10 days to fix it and let him go. Inspectors then zero in on a truck carrying explosives. They normally inspect the delicate cargo, but
because he's home for Department of Defense and all his paperwork checked out, I'm not going to open them up.
Inside the truck, gunpowder for small ammunitions. Officers find a minor brake violation. Again, another warning, and he's on his way. But this driver isn't as lucky.
Her last entry was yesterday, so she's behind on her logbook, so that's a problem for her.
She doesn't have her logs from the past 7 days, telling officers she must have left them when she switched trucks. And there are more problems. A broken shock, a bad brake. But that's not the worst of it.
Both tires on that fourth axle on the right side are out of service because they're less than 2/32 of an inch.
The trailer filled with ice cream isn't allowed to move from this spot until new tires are installed. And because of the logbook issues, the driver isn't allowed behind the wheel for at least 10 hours.
One of the main reasons for accidents on the highways are driver fatigue. You know, it's important that they keep up on their logbooks, and they know that.
And as he said, the drivers do know that, and many I spoke with tell me that while those roadside inspections are an inconvenience, they understand that it's all about keeping everyone safe. Now, while brake and logbook violations are at the top of the list, inspectors say problems with lights, tires, and securing loads are very close behind. Rick Earl, Channel 11 News.
Hey, Rick, thank you. Remember, if you have a story you want Rick to investigate, you can email him at target11@WPXI.com. You can also find Rick on Twitter at WPXI Target 11.